right, everybody. Paper boy trucker back at you. I just stopped here in oh, what is the name of this town? I don't remember, but it's on the western edge of Illinois, just a few miles before you cross into Indiana on I-70. I was gonna get fuel. I've got a little under half a tank, but fuel islands are pretty well packed, so I'm gonna just wait on that. But I stop here often. It's on my side of the freeway, easy to get to. It's a pilot, and took my 30-minute break, had me a little snack, got some fresh coffee, got a Milky Way. That's all I need to go another 300 miles or so. But also got a shower. That was the goal of this stop. And here it was, 11 a.m. and I was the third one in line to get a shower. That's uncommon. So yeah, I had to wait like 25 minutes just to get into the shower. Now I'm trying to get out of this place. Got an oversized truck coming in, people going around to get to the pumps. But anyway, a couple of weeks ago I had stopped at a place and I was waiting in line to get a shower. They had a Wendy's inside, so I was sitting there at the Wendy's kind of waiting for my order, and this family looked like maybe a grandpa, grandma, and a couple of teenage grandsons, looked like they were 14, 13, and it came over the speaker system, guest number 41, your shower is ready. Please proceed to shower number 3. And one of the teenage boys said, who's getting a shower? And the grandpa said, well, these truckers are in their trucks all the time. They don't have showers, so this is where they get a shower. And I was like, yep, that's it. So, yeah, sometimes, that's the highlight of the day, is getting a shower. And, like today, I don't have to make a delivery. Don't have to pick up. I'm just driving. So, but I have to take a 30-minute break. I can only drive 8 hours before I have to take a 30-minute break to get the other 3 hours of drive time added to my clock. So now I've got 5 hours and 41 minutes left of drive time. I'm not sure how far that's going to get me. Hopefully up to around Toledo somewhere. I'm thinking, I'll have I'll probably have an hour, hour and a half to go tomorrow. My delivery appointment is at 9 a.m. So, I'm going to have plenty of time to get there. Just not sure, what to expect from the traffic. I'll be going in on I-75 north towards Detroit, at rush hour time of the morning. So it might not be the best situation. I'm gonna get there early. So anyway, I noticed I've got a couple of emails and a couple of comments that subscribers have left me. I'll try to get to that this evening once I shut down. Right now I'm anxious to get, I'm only about an hour and a half from Indianapolis, and as of about a week or two ago, they shut I-70 down going through Indianapolis, which is usually the way I go. I found that it's easier and quicker than going around on the bypasses, but now it's shut down, so you have to take one of the bypasses. So last week when I came through there, it was around 3:30 p.m. and it got kind of it was not a pleasant drive. So I should be able to get through there now before traffic gets bad. So that's the goal anyway. Then it should be pretty smooth sailing up through the rest of it. All right, that's all I got for now. Catch you later. All right, good morning everybody. What morning is this? Thursday morning, I think. You can't really tell exactly what I'm hauling, but I wanted to show you this. It's just a load of bar, 4 chains, 2 end straps, 2 tarps. Hopefully I can get you a shot of it once I get there. If you remember, I wasn't able to get a shot of it getting loaded because it was pouring down rain most of the time. But yeah, I'm here to Pilot in Ohio, probably about 20 or 30 miles southwest of Toledo. But just gonna make a cup of coffee and get going. And I'm anxious to see where I'll go after making this delivery. There's also a truck stop across the street there. I remember stopping at this truck stop when I was with my trainer a couple years ago, because we ended up walking across the road over there. There's a diner over there, and we went and ate supper. So yeah, you never know. So I've already walked around the truck, checked everything out, had the lights on, everything's working, all the tires look good. So get my coffee and let's hit the road. All right, folks. Hey, I just stopped here at the only rest area remaining on this little leg of the trip. Just crossed over into Michigan. Pure Michigan, as they call it. I'm sure we'll see a sign shortly that says Pure Michigan. So, I appreciate all you folks that have sent me emails and comments. I really do. All the subscriptions. My subscriptions have really started to grow the last month and a half or so. But, you know, I had a conversation, actually called and talked to one of my subscribers who said he was interested in coming to Maverick doing flatbed, but he's overweight and he's worried about some of the physical agility parts of the, you know, the test. So I thought, you know what, I need to get into that training barn and see if I can show some of that again. So I'm gonna try to get in there on the weekend, you know, if I can get access to it. And there's one thing in particular. They have this plywood box constructed and set up on a trailer to simulate a load of like drywall or lumber. And one of the agilities, and really the one that he was most worried about, you know, you have to kind of leap up onto that. And they let you, as I remember, they let you put one of your tarps down there to stand on or jump off of to try to kind of leap up on there. But I could see, I mean, I didn't have any trouble with it, and I don't recall anybody in my class not being able to do that. But I could see where, you know, if you're overweight, you might be worried about that. So I'm gonna try to get in there and see if I can give you a good view of that. So So anyway, I've got about 41 minutes to go to get to my customer. I'm gonna be about an hour early. My appointment's at 9 a.m. I'm on Eastern time. So I'm just hoping, you know, that the appointment time is not that important and I can go ahead and get unloaded. But I mean, I've got 2 canvas tarps, 2 vinyl tarps, 4 chains, 2 straps. I mean, it'll take me 30 or 40 minutes to get all that stuff off and put away anyway, so it'll work out about right. I mean, you don't want to show up for your appointment, you know, like 10 minutes before your appointment time, because, you know, if they're expecting you to be ready to unload, you won't be ready. Because usually it takes a good half an hour, if you're tarped and all that, to get all your equipment off and ready to unload. Longer than that, you know, if you're dealing with a couple of lumber tarps. Anyway, there's your little footage of southern Michigan. I'm riding north on 75. One of the Great Lakes is right off here to my right. Not sure which one. I don't think you can see any of it, but I can see, I don't know if that's actually part of the Great Lakes over there or if it's just some backwater, but I can see on my GPS very close. I'm thinking maybe it's Huron, Lake Huron, because it's Lake Michigan that's over around Chicago, so it can't be Lake Michigan. I wonder, how were these gigantic Great Lakes formed anyway? Anybody remember that? I've got, my oldest son is a geologist. Hey Blake, if you watch this video, why don't you leave us all a comment and explain in layman's terms, not geologist terms, so the rest of us can understand it. How did the Great Lakes get formed? Alright guys, we'll watch for those comments. Maybe we'll learn something. Alright, later. Alright everybody. With a little bit of difficulty, I finally found this customer. Let me show you this. I drove past it because there's no signage. This gate right here was shut. And I drove past here looking for the place. That's it. That's the only sign of a building. There's no name on it or anything. So I drove on down, made a right, went about half a mile that way, found a place to turn around, and came back through here. And then I noticed the address on the front of that building. That's all there is, and all these steel bars out here. So I figured this has got to be it, but there's nobody here. Of course, I'm about 30 or 40 minutes ahead of my appointment, so I'm hoping somebody will show up. But this gate was not locked, you know, and I needed to get off the street here. So luckily I was able just to push the gate open, come on in, and I've drug my 2 vinyl tarps off. You can see this is just a little place. I don't even think there's a way out down there, so somehow I'll have to turn around in here. But I've got my vinyl tarps laid out here because I got these tarps a week or so ago in a trailer swap, and I've noticed it's got a lot of tears in it. Look at that. That's about 1.5 foot long tear. There's more, there's more. There's some. I mean, it's got lots of rips in it. This one's even worse, I think. There's one. Let's see. There's a hole. I know I saw several more when the sun. But anyway, I got several spots I'm going to try to repair since I've got some time here and nothing going on. This is the new, kind of like a Flex Seal tape, repair tape. So I'm going to do a little tarp repair here, and then I'll get the rest of the securements off. You can see I got 2 canvas tarps still up here. And remember, we only use these to protect our vinyl tarps. You can see some guys don't use those evidently, because these bundles have these sharp tags on them that'll rip just about anything. So anyway, let me get some repair work done on these tarps, and I'll show you the load once I get it fully uncovered. Okay, everybody, I think when I last was talking to you, I was going to do some tarp repair, which I did. Spent about, probably 40 minutes on that. Repaired about 10 or 12 spots. Those tarps are pretty bad. But finally showing you this load, just your typical bar load, except it's a small load. It's only 3 bundles. It only weighed about 30,000 pounds, but it's got a belly strap in the front and the back, and 4 over center binders with chains. Despite the weight, you know, that's how Maverick has us secure these bar loads. So fixing to get unsecured and wait for somebody to show up, and look who's here, Jason. If you'll remember last week when I did that trainer student video, Jason was training Ronnie, who this week is now at the main Maverick yard, right?
Today should be the day that he gets his truck.
Doing his final evals and getting his truck.
Started Tuesday, and today should be the day.
That's awesome. Ooh, let me get away from the sun here. I was pointing the camera at the sun. So, how do you feel about Ronnie?
He was. It's like any new student. He's gonna hit some bumps in the roads.
Sure.
It's gonna be rough. I tell him all. First week, you're gonna quit 5 or 6 times. Just watch who you tell you're gonna quit to.
Just be careful. Take your time.
Yep.
That's one thing I've noticed about, you know, being out here and a little more seasoned now is, you know, you're just quicker about things. Yeah. You know, you don't have to question everything and make sure.
You're not second guessing yourself.
Yeah, and a lot of the places we go to now, you've already been to. Yeah. So you kind of know how to get in and out.
That makes it so much nicer.
Yeah.
First time you go anywhere, like this place.
Yeah.
You haven't been here, I haven't been here.
We're not even sure how to get out of here, people. So
turning around is going to be tight as it is.
And Jason, when he pulled in here, he had to back up. I went out on the road and kind of stopped traffic, but he had to make a wide turn into both sides of the street. It's, you know, it's not a good place to be getting in and out of.
No, not at all.
But so you think Ronnie, though, he should get through evals, and you feel good about that?
Yeah, I don't see any problem.
He's got the skills down.
Yeah, he's got it down.
Yeah,
and he flat out admitted that he's going to be slow once he's on his
own. Sure.
It just comes with the territory.
Oh yeah.
We were all slow when we first started.
Absolutely.
Some days were slower than others.
Yep, for sure. So yeah, I don't have a pre-plan yet. You don't either, do you?
No.
Yeah, we could go. Gosh, there's a lot of places up here in southern Michigan. Monroe, Butler, Indiana.
Go further north, pick up some drywall.
Places in there's that Lowe's distribution center. There's a couple places in northern Ohio I can think of.
Lipsack.
Never know. Well, guys, we've been waiting here for over 2 hours now, and somebody finally showed up to start unloading us. There's 3 of us Mavericks here now. He's getting 1 bundle off at a time, I guess. So anyway, it's been a long wait. I don't know what the hang up is. We all had 9 o'clock appointments, and like I said, that was over 2 hours ago. Anyway, let me had to get my boards off and then send in my empty call and see where we go next. All right, I finally got unloaded. Now he's unloading Jason over there, and then there's a 3rd Maverick truck behind him. It's a tight turnaround here, barely had enough room to get turned around, and then I just backed in here to get my boards put away. and then waiting for my next order. Because at this point, I don't know where I'm going. All right, let me get my boards put up. Awaiting my next instructions.